Hi there, my name is Latrina, and last week my son Chris reached out to your business to offer you this free video sharing things you might be able to do to improve your online presence. So this is the video we've made for you. There's no selling in the video. We believe givers gain, so we make a few of these every week and send them out to business owners who are interested with the hope of bringing value and service to communities. But your feedback is especially important to us, so let us know if it's not too ridiculous to ask for you to tell us what you thought. If there's anything that we could learn from it, we would be happy to take feedback because we want to make sure our videos are actually helpful to the people we're sending them out to. So let's get started. What I'm going to cover is content, backlinks, and citations and why these are important website elements. I'll take a look at your company's online presence and I'll make recommendations for improvement if I see any that could boost your business. So content is anything that's on your website. It's the words, images, videos. You want to have sufficient amount of content because it allows Google to crawl your site, become familiar with your business, learn your services, and grab those essential keywords so that people can see your business in their search results. Ideally, you want 1,500 words on your homepage and at least 500 on your back pages. Then you also need to get citations. Citations are found in directory listings. It's your business name, your address, and your phone number as shown in the example. You want to get as many of these as possible because it gives you a footprint in the internet. And when Google is trying to learn about your business and validate your business, if you don't have citations out there or you have very few, then Google questions whether or not you're a legitimate business. So get as many as you can and even more than your competition. And then finally, backlinks. These are the placement of your website onto other websites. So if you're listed on Facebook, Yelp, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, any of these, or similar sites, you are using backlinks because they're directing traffic away from those sites back to your website. The more backlinks you have, the more popular your website becomes. In fact, to Google, it's not only a measure of popularity, but a measure of trustworthiness. So, to Google, if your website is listed on other sites, it shows that those other sites are willing to trust you enough to allow you to list your website. If you don't have backlinks or you have very few, then Google is raising their eyebrows and questioning whether or not your business is actually trustworthy. So it's important to get as many backlinks as you can. Just make sure they're relevant to what it is you do, okay? Otherwise, you won't get any ranking for that. So for your industry, you're in plumbing, you want to make sure your backlinks are related to plumbing or home improvement or such, rather than auto body detailing, for example. So let's hop over to Google, where I search plumbers, Baltimore, Maryland. What we see initially are some advertisements. In fact, you're actually running a couple of ads here in Google. One thing to point out, or I like to point out, is that some people won't see those ads because they have ad blockers on their computers. So what I try to share with business owners are things that they can do naturally to their website to organically draw people to it. So what we're looking at right now is the map pack, and this is considered the prime real estate area in Google because 30 to 40% of the traffic takes place here. And Google is listing all of the businesses that they perceive, or the 3 businesses that they perceive to be the top ranking ones for the keyword searched. In this case, plumbers, Baltimore, Maryland. These are the 3 businesses that are ranking. We move further down. Google continues to rank businesses. I don't see you listed here on the first page, but hopefully you're somewhere on the first, second, or third page, because those are the areas that get the most traffic. As you move away from those pages, there's less visibility for those companies. So you want to be on the first pages or in the map pack is ideal. And the things that I'm going to be sharing with you, or have shared so far even, will help you to eventually rank so that you can grab your spot in those areas. Now, if I look at your website, the first thing I'm going to suggest is that you get a contact form somewhere at the top half of your screen on your home page, because that gives people an immediate opportunity to reach out to you with your name, their email, their phone number, so that you can reach out to them right away. That's a hot lead, okay? Sometimes people don't take the time to call, or they call, they hang up too quickly, or they call and they leave a message and you can't make out the message. But at least this way, if they're filling out the form, and most people do tend to fill out the form if they've been given an opportunity, then you have a hot lead for someone who's immediately looking for your services. The other thing I recommend is your fonts are too tiny. I would make them larger just so they stand out a little bit better, more prominently. And you definitely need more content on your home pages in the way of words. Just because you have a lot of services that you provide, you're going to need a lot of content to make sure that you're ranking for those keywords, okay? If we look at your data right now, you had nearly 6,000 backlinks at one time. You're down to 500. Definitely keep adding backlinks, because backlinks are popularity and trustworthiness. Okay, they measure those two things. Also, your referring domain citations, you had 372 at one time. You're down to 80. So definitely put some attention here, because this is important. Okay, it keeps you relevant, and it makes sure you're trustworthy and popular in the internet, and that's important to Google. Let's take a look at your keywords. So if I recall, your keywords are not necessarily buyer intent keywords, and the ones that are buyer intent keywords, you're not ranking so well. So the ones that are not buyer intent, or the ones that have your business name, those are things that people are typing in right away when they already know your business. Buyer intent keywords are like this right here: plumber, Parkville, Maryland. 60 people search that, but you're ranking at number 48, which isn't great. And you also don't have a whole lot of keywords. Here's one: plumbing, Maryland. That's very general, Maryland. But still, 250 people search that. You're number 86 on the list. So my feedback is that you definitely need more keywords, but you can't get those keywords without adding content. So you need more content on your page so that you can get more keywords. Keywords are things like commercial plumbing, Baltimore, Maryland. Sewer repairs, Baltimore, Maryland. Residential plumbing, Baltimore, Maryland. Kitchen and bathroom remodeling, Baltimore, Maryland. Any of these pretty much. Sewer repair, I already said that. Sump pump services, Baltimore, Maryland. That gives you an example of keywords that people are naturally, organically typing in here, okay? And that's what you want to match up with. If you have those exact keywords, then you're going to show up right away in the search results, and that's what you want to do in order to get those leads, customers, and sales. Okay, lastly, I'm going to show you how you're standing up against your competition. One of your competitors, Warrior Painting, they're not getting any traffic whatsoever. You're getting about 120, well, at one point, I think this is because of your ads. At one point, you were getting about 120, then you were down to 89. One of your competitors, Saffir Plumbing, they're getting nearly 400 or so traffic. So definitely you're somewhere in the middle. You definitely want to try to close this gap between Saffir and yourself so that you can get more leads and customers, okay? And as a result, more business. With that, I'm going to end it here. Hopefully this has been helpful. Let me know that you watched it. If you have any feedback, I'd greatly appreciate it, because we want to make sure our videos are helpful when we send them out. And if you have questions, let me know that too, so that I can clarify or answer any questions that you might have that are outstanding. In the meantime, I hope you have a lovely day, and I wish you much continued success. Take care.